Aswinime. I'm a legal practitioner and the principal partner of Mavic Legal Advocates. So we try as much as possible to roll out useful and meaningful content on legal related issues. Please do well to like, to share, and to comment our content, because by so doing you may be helping someone out of a particular legal challenge or legal issue that they may be facing presently. Thank you very much. So what we're going to be discussing today is the reason why you need to get a lawyer on board when you intend buying your property. And the reason can never be why emphasized, because that vendor is only interested in your money, when you're going to pay and how you're going to make payments. And the agent that is advising you, pushing you to buy, is only interested in his own percentage. So how best can you protect your interest? And I would say getting a lawyer involved is actually necessary and it is important, because a lawyer will do one or two things to make sure that your interest is well secured in that property before you even make payments, and even after you make that payment. So number one thing that your lawyer will do is to attend meeting between you and your vendor. It does not really matter even if you are absent at the meeting. Your lawyer is expected to protect your interest and to protect it very well. And at the meeting, your lawyer is expected to trace to the history of the land, to be able to know if you're buying from the right source. Don't forget that there's a position of law as to if the family head is selling without carrying other principal member of the family along, and if the principal member of the family are selling without carrying the head of the family along. So it is very important. And also the lawyer will be asking at the meeting the documents protecting the land, so that you'll be able to know if those documents will transfer good title to you, and if it eventually transfer ownership to you at the long run. So that is number one. Then the number two reason why you need to get a lawyer on board is to conduct legal search on your behalf, and this is what we call due diligence. A lawyer is expected to visit court to know whether there is a judgment or there is a pending litigation on that land that you are proposing to buy, and also government offices to know whether the land had been registered by another individual prior to the time of your purchase, and to even know whether it does not fall within the government acquisition area. Also, a lawyer is expected to visit probate on your behalf to know whether that land is not a subject of administration of the estate, so that probably in future after payment some people would not come laying claim to the land that they inherited it from their forefathers or from their father. And lastly, a lawyer is expected to have a physical visit to the land, so that you'll be able to inspect if that land actually exists or not. And that is our number two reason. Our number three reason is to give you legal advice that will help you to make the right choice and to take the right step before, during, and even after payment. And a lawyer can give legal advice as to the location, depending on what you want to use the land for, either for commercial or for residential purposes, and also when exactly to pay and how you can make your payment, so that there will not be arguments in the future as to payment. And the number four reason why you need to get your lawyer on board is to secure and to seal your interest in the property. And how can your lawyer do this? Is to prepare necessary documents such as deed, and to ensure that all parties actually effect their signature on the face of the document. And it will also help you get your certificate of occupancy and your governor's consent. And lastly, your survey plan. Though it is not compulsory, but I advise that you have your survey plan at the point of purchase, because that survey plan will be able to describe your land and be able to describe the location, the exact location of the land. And lastly, the reason why you need to get your lawyer on board is to be able to represent your interest at the court of law. Peradventure there is a legal matter or there is a legal issue to be settled on the land, your lawyer will be able to tell the story better, because you'll be able to come to court to tell the court that okay, he was actually part of this from onset, and these were the steps they took, these were the places they visited, and these were the people they met. So you now see the reason why it is very important to get a lawyer on board when you want to buy your property. So thank you very much for taking out time to view our content. Please, just like I rightly said earlier, Do well to share, to comment, and to like, because there are so many videos that will be coming on board, so that you'll be privileged to get these videos, and you'll be able to know your legal stand in relation to some legal issues that you may be facing. Thank you so much. See you in our next video, and have a nice day. Bye.